Hello friends and welcome. Thank you for joining me today for a brand new Let's Play. We are going to check out another brick in the mall, which is a sort of a mall building business simulator. I've only played for a couple of hours, so I don't really know a whole lot about it, but I did watch a little bit of some Let's Plays to kind of get some basic ideas, and I've played enough to have my first couple of businesses fail disastrously, but I've established how to start making some money. And, whoa, what the heck happened there? But we're gonna see how this goes and see what happens with this series. So I started up a new mall. You can see we're 6 days in. It's not really much of a mall yet. So far it's just one store. It is actually a grocery store. I guess I haven't named it yet, so we will call it, how about Vanilla Foods. There we go. And this will be our flagship store. We've got 7 cash registers going. You have to actually hire all your staff, and this is one of the things that really appealed to me about this was the employee management. You have to hire all your staff, and you have to schedule them different hours and kind of keep an eye on how all of those things are going. You also have to decide what products you're going to carry, and you get little bonuses for carrying different products. This store is a food specialized store, so you can see we can have tier 2 quality products on all of our food items. I don't know why pet food is considered a food item, but you know, there you go. And juice and stuff is considered a beverage, so that is not going to get me the bonuses. But anyways, there's some bonuses you can get. And here, this is the little trick that I figured out from watching another video, is if you set up impulse items on the way in and out for customers, you will be able to make good profits from that. If we look at like our pet food here, we can see that our profit is $8 to $16 per sale. Same thing with canned food. It's pretty much going to be the same with all the different foods. $10 for our sauce and seasonings, cookies and candies and whatnot. But if we look at like game consoles, profit is huge. $150 to $300 per sale, $100 for smartphones, $50 to $100 for MP3 players, and well, not every. There we go. So like this person is a camera enthusiast, and if we had had our cameras set on this table here, they would have bought a camera on their way in. So we can see right here. Nope, she's got a weak stomach. So I guess she's not a phone enthusiast, but she's still buying an MP3 player. So I guess that's what she came in for. So I guess she didn't get hit with the impulse items. But the point is, we are looking for people with those kind of addictive personalities. And so this one would buy clothing if I had clothing available, which I don't. Glutton, aesthetic. Oh, what does aesthetic mean? Hunger is capped at 50. Okay. Not quite the same as in RimWorld. Restless, doesn't want to wait in line, right? Yeah. Anyway, so you have to hire stock people to come out and fill the shelves. Everybody has all these crazy different trades. Tech addict, there you go. So he's gonna buy one of these laptops that he sees on the way in. He came in for a camera, but he couldn't resist a smartphone. Maybe I should have let him buy a camera. Smartphone's 89 to 178. Yeah, I should have let him buy that camera, but is he still gonna buy a camera? Nope. He bought that. Oh wait. Well, I don't know who it was. But anyways, yeah, so the point is I'm trying to take advantage. Can't resist cameras at Vanilla Foods. There we go. And this one can't resist smartphones. So they came in to buy rice and pasta, bought a smartphone instead. Way bigger profits as far as I'm concerned, and I really like that. So thank you to Sky Storm as the Let's Player who turned me onto that. I really enjoy Sky Storm. He's actually the one who got me into Software Incorporated when I first got into it. Not that, like, I don't think I've ever communicated with him directly or anything. I don't want to say he got me into it like we're friends, but you get what I'm saying. His channel is what turned me on to that game, and it's kind of what turned me on to this game as well. He's one of the Let's Players I've been following for a long time. Anyways, yeah, so one kind of downside to this game is money is slow. Even with our expanded profitability here, you can see we're not making a huge amount of profit. Our shop is going to close here soon. It could be that we have too many people on staff, um, but I'm kind of planning ahead. You start out with $200,000, and we've spent about half of that. So we're actually going to start building some additional shops. So I have this plot set out. This is intended to be just our grocery store, and we're going to keep that set for just our grocery store. And we will put in another store over along this roadway over here. And I think what we'll end up doing is build this along here. We can have another store. Actually, what we could do is put our second little set of stores in over on this side. Maybe put in like a liquor store or something. So I think I want to. One thing that it would be really nice if this game had is like a planning tool. I would really like to be able to plan how I'm going to do the building and stuff, but you know, it doesn't, so there's no point in crying over spilled milk, as I like to say. So I'm not going to complain about it. What do I do for the plot size? Over on this side, I have it going 20 by 8 for like the initial store. That's actually should be pretty suitable over here too. So we have 20 by 8, and then I will put a wall in the middle there to close off our storage area. So if I do it 5, well, I want to have room for 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. If I do a wall right there, like that, and then I will put in objects, staff door, so I'll put in a couple of staff doors. So that'll go to our storage room. Put a double door right there for the customers to get in. And then I will build some additional roads so we can have our deliveries and parking around back. I do like to set up deliveries and parking and stuff around the back side of the stores for our customers, and for our employees, and then leave the front side for all the customers. I don't really know if that's a good strategy or not, but it's kind of what real stores would do, so that's kind of how I based that. I was counting on this store being busier. So although our profits they continue to pick up, and I think that we stay open until midnight, so we've got a few more hours yet of people coming in, but obviously we are overstaffed, and we'll need to get more customers through this store if we want to really get a strong profit going. But you can see I've got plenty of room for additional shelves, and then I've got all this room down here for additional product and shelves and stuff. And it's really nice that you can line it up to where your queues go down between the aisles of your products. So the demand for space isn't nearly as strong as you might expect it to be. We're going to see, now I don't know why they built that wall there. The game doesn't seem to have too many bugs, but occasionally you'll get something weird like that. Like, why did it build a wall there? That doesn't make any sense. But you know, it's fine. It's early alpha. This is only version 2 of this game, so it's still, you know, that's pretty new. Not quite as new as Sim Airport, but still fairly new. But like I said, I like the high level of detail in it. That's kind of the main thing that appeals to me. If you watch my Software Incorporated series, you know I would hope that you would see that I enjoy detailed business simulation. That's one of my favorite things about that game, is how detailed the business simulation is on that. You have to do all the hiring, and you can, you know, I really enjoy building strong teams of employees and having good team leaders and all those things. You don't really have management in these, but like I said, you do have to do hiring, and you know, maybe there will be more to that as time goes on. We'll see, but I really like the item specialization potential. It seems like it's got a lot of potential. I just haven't gotten enough into this to know exactly how much of that potential that it realizes, but so far it seems pretty fun. And you know, it's got that prison architect feel to it, which I don't know if that just lends you to believe that it's going to turn out to be as good as Prison Architect was. Prison Architect really set the bar high for the quality of this type of game. But we'll see. So let's get our liquor store. Let's get our liquor store set up over here. So we're going to set down. I don't really want to have that register right in front of the door. Actually, I don't think I want to have those ones right in front of the door either. Let's set them more like this, because that way I can set up some impulse items over in this store as well. Kind of silly to not have them anywhere that you can. Let's set them up like that so people have to walk past those two tables before they can go in and start shopping in the store. And we're not going to need too many items in here. It's just a liquor store. So I believe this holds liquor. Oh, we haven't researched it yet? Oh shit, we still have 24 hours before we can even research it. So we've got a while to go yet. I thought we had researched it already. That's okay though. We will get it researched, and we'll get this store set up in the meantime. I'm gonna have to move that door. Might be better to have some refrigerators in there actually. Put them along that wall. Alright, we're gonna go build staff door. Build, yeah, of course you can't build it right next to it. Can I remove wall object? Move that object. And then we're going to build a wall right there. And then we're going to build a staff door right there. There we go, great. And we will assign storage here. And we'll assign store here. And then we'll call that... when years and years ago we had a co-worker who was an alcoholic. She would come to work drunk quite often, and I was not particularly sympathetic to this person's plight, which maybe isn't the best thing for me, but we had a nickname for her that we'd call her behind her back, and that nickname was Glug Glug, because she liked to drink, and, you know, it's glug 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 when you're drinking. So this will be Glug Glug's, not Glug's Glug, it'll be Glug Glugs. There you go. So Glug Glugs, that's our liquor store. Not open yet. We can have it open from 9 until about from 8 until 10. That'll work. I will hire the staff at the end of the day. You don't really need to worry about it quite yet. We don't even have anything assigned to it yet. I'm still getting used to this UI, so sorry about when there's stuff that's still just kind of hovering there, and I'm not getting it hidden away quick enough. We can come over here and we can take a look at our demand. So there's a strong demand for fast food, and so it's like, why do we have such a high demand for soda? Why are we not meeting that? I guess partly because we don't have a soda specialized store, which seems like a weird, or beverage specialized store, which seems like a weird thing to specialize in. So I guess what I need to do, I just need more soda and bottled water on the shelves. Beer, wine, milk, sliced bread, sauces and seasonings. So we just don't have demand for the things that we do have. Smartphones, of course, juices. So maybe I should set up another store. I mean, I could set up a beverage specialized store. Maybe down here. One thing I was wondering is if I could specialize a store within a store. Like, could I set up this area over here and just like make it a little beverage store that like uses this stockpile and has its own cash register and stuff? The drawback is I would lose the synergy of having my stock clerk that can stock up this entire thing. I'm not really going to worry about that quite yet, but what I could do, can I look at my store here? See, this is frustrating because it says main category is beverages, and that is not the main category. We have 6 things of beverages, and we have 18 foods. So, you know, unfortunately it's not giving me the correct information on what this main category is. And that's unfortunate because I would like to know how many more non-food items I can stick in here and not lose my tier 2 thing. Because if I look at breakfast cereal, for example, well, it's not going to tell me because I've already hit it. But to get to tier 2, I mean, it's just going to be like ice cream. Store 50% of food to satisfy this demand. So, you know, I have more than 50% of food, but how do I know when I get to that point? You know, if that makes any sense. So do I want to start up a whole nother store that is just a beverage store and make this just foods and this one just beverages? Seems like a strange, yeah, seems really strange. I think what I will do, because we have 9 racks of what I believe are all food. These should all be food. If I get out of there, so these are all showing up as tier 2. So I'm pretty sure they're all food items. All right. So I've got 9 racks of food. I've got 18 racks of food. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I could put 4 non-food things in there if I put in one more food thing. So I'm going to go shelf. And this will let me put in some things that we have high demand for. Or I could just wait for alcohol, because the alcohol is really going to bring people, but it's not going to bring them to this store. Cosmetics, I have to unlock cosmetics, huh? Yeah, toilet papers and light bulbs, there's just not a lot of demand for those things. And I need to unlock like fresh bread and fresh vegetables and fruit. And then of course fresh meat is very high as well. So now beer, it really is kind of pushing me, incentivizing me to build a beverage store for like when I get beer, which should be unlocking in just a couple of hours here. We've got 17 more hours. That's not a couple by any means. So I guess right now we just got to be patient and hold out. But I do think that opening up a beverage store would be the thing to do, and maybe that's what I'll end up doing over on this side. As a matter of fact, why not set up the foundation for that? I've got plenty of money, right? Yeah, I'm still doing all right. Let's get this road set up so I don't cause any problems along there. Let's click on road. There we go. And we're gonna connect you up, and we'll connect you up, and then I will go build foundation. We're going to set this up in the same way that we did that last one. So it goes 20 wide, right? And 8. But because this one I think is going to be a little busier, I'm going to go ahead and expand it to there. Maybe I'm overestimating, and you can see already that it's doing weird stuff with these walls. So, but we'll make this the beverage store, and we'll keep this as the food store. And we'll have the liquor store here. Maybe we'll end up putting the fast food store in the middle here. And we could use, well, that's going to be parking, employee parking in there. We can find out whether the, oh, now see, okay. It's weird. Yeah, look at that. The wall appears over that door when you zoom out to a certain level. All right, it's the end of a day. It looks like we did okay. Hard to, I mean, it looks like we made a profit, but now we're losing money because it's a whole new day. That's why. So we did pretty good though yesterday, $3,500 in profit. And we'll make it through this night, and we have until 7 more hours, so 9 a.m. So let's go ahead and hire our employees for this store so we can have it open when it opens. So this is a pretty good employee right off the top. We'll hire her. Good. Another good cashier. We'll hire that one. I'm gonna go ahead and hire 4 cashiers for this store, I think, to start with. Let's hire a stock clerk like her, because you can only have so many employees available at the same time. I don't need any more stock clerks, so I guess we're going to use that one as a cashier. And beautiful, another great cashier there. All right, so you will come in at, right, we open at 8, right? So yeah, you come in at 8 and work for 8 hours. And you come in at 16 and work for, I guess we don't need you to work 8 hours, huh? All right, why don't you come in at 15, work for 6 hours? Well, then why don't you come in at 8, work for 7 hours? And you can come in at 14 and work for 7 hours. There we go. And the next one, you'll come in at 9 and work for 6. And you will come in at 15. Oh wait, you're very good. So I'll have you come in at 9 and work for 6. And I'll have you come in at 15 and work for 6, I guess. So I'll have 3 people at this point, but that's so there's overlap when people are leaving their shifts. If you have everybody start and stop at, you know what I mean? Like if one person starts at 16 or starts at 8 and leaves at 16, and the next person starts at 16, a lot of times you'll have empty registers as they are as they switch shifts, you know. So unfortunately, I can't set these shelves to have any of the products that they need. I can set these up though with cameras and let's see, MP3 is 50 to 100, 179. That's smartphones. All right, so cameras and game consoles. How about tablets? Oh, tablets, 25 to 50. Forget that. Do game consoles. Great. All right, so high potential for those kind of impulse items. And once we open up the research for liquor, then we will load the store up with liquor and beer and other beverage. Well, actually, we'll start working on making this beverage store a thing. But first off, we'll be loading this store up with liquor. Right now, nobody's really going to go here. I mean, they might stop in to buy, you know, whatever, game console or something. But now we're going to really start getting the sales. So set product, beverages, liquor. And I don't really see any reason to do anything other than liquor in here, honestly. Well, I guess we can we'll set up the beer and wine for now, but then we'll move that to, probably move those to the beverage store once the beverage store gets set up. It's got quite a bit of work left to do before the beverage store gets set up, but this should drive in a bunch of new business, and then hopefully, I'm not quite sure how demand overall increases, but hopefully the business over here will increase the demand for this store as well. Just as we have more customers coming through, they might need to buy multiple things from multiple stores. But I sold something off of our impulse item table, which is real nice. Already off to a good profitable start for the day. $1,300 at noon with the store that was only partially open. Wow, you can see this store is very popular already. I might need to go to 3. I might need to expand the store to be able to put in a 4th register. Or it could just be that we had a kind of a customer rush there. I don't necessarily need to. Oh, we've got, must be switchover time where we have 3 cash registers running. So I don't know, who knows. Got to kind of keep an eye on it over the long term. Definitely think we still have too many people working in our regular store over on the other side though, because there's like no lines anywhere ever. I probably should get the, see, look at, it's weird. Objects, double door. Put a double door there. Staff door. I mean, I guess that's where they want us to put that staff door, huh? I'm not really sure where the staff door is going to end up on this one. I didn't really line, actually, so you know what? Let's put the staff, oh, for crying out loud. Build a staff door. Let's put the staff door, well, let's build the wall like that. That's not really what I want to do, though. Let's build the wall like that, and then we'll put the staff door inside that wall. And of course we need a wall down along here. It's ridiculous that it didn't build a wall along there. We are going to assign, we're going to assign storage to that room. We're going to assign store to this whole area out here. Our beverage store will be almost as large as our food store. There we go. And we will manage the store. We'll assign storage like that. Great. And this will be soda. No, how about suds? Soda. There you go. Suds and soda. Done. So plenty of good stuff to buy there. And if we put in, I don't know why I paused it. It's weird that 1 is pause, 2 is speed 1, 3 is speed 2, and so forth. I'm so used to spacebar being pause. All right, objects. Don't want staff door quite yet because I want to see how it lines up with our cash registers, checkout counter. All right, and we want to leave rooms for, I don't know, do I want to have the impulse items set up like I did in the other store? I could put the registers like, well, I don't really want them to have to do that. So I think I want to have the impulse items running in a wall along there. So I'll have the registers set up like this, 2, 3, which means the shelves are going to be set up like that, which means the staff door will go right there. Great. All right, so that's done. And great. All right, guys. I am going to start setting up the rest of these things so we can get our drinks and stuff in there. And I will take care of stocking these shelves and some other things in between episodes so you guys don't have to sit and watch all of that because that can be kind of tedious, I would imagine. So thank you very much for watching this episode and checking out my new series. If this is your first time to my channel, check out some of the other games that I'm playing. I don't say this at the end of every episode. I just say this at the beginning or at the end of our first episode to a new series. Yeah, I've got Software Incorporated if you like business simulators. I've got RimWorld if you like games that look kind of like this one. I've got Sim Airport, which is also sort of like this game, more than RimWorld is, but RimWorld is super fun. Anyways, I do games every day, so check out some of the other ones. And I also do streaming on twitch.tv/VanillaPCStrategy on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Check out the details in the video description. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it, and I'm so glad that you watched this episode, and I hope you will continue to watch more. I will see you at the next one. Bye.